Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Wednesday. How's everybody doing? We're starting early on the live stream because most of my clients weren't working today because of this stupid Juneteenth holiday, whatever. Dumb excuse for a holiday, but hey, no stock market today. So there was no stock trading, nothing on GameStop, nothing on NVIDIA, nothing going on there. But you know what doesn't stop trading? Dogecoin, crypto, 24/7, trade. So we still have a lot of trading to talk about. And what is the next move? We got a lot of bears around, a lot of bears. It's sentiment is bearish, but I know some of you are still buying on the dip, still believe in the price of Doge and other cryptos going up. So we will be looking at a lot of news stories on that, a lot of charts, of course, both small picture and big picture, of course, because I always like to zoom out and see what the bigger picture is. I'm hot too. 98 degrees in Boston today. 98. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's hot. It's hot. Let's see if we can do a quick conversion for those of you who are do Celsius here. Fahrenheit to Celsius. Here we go. So if it is 98 degrees, 36.666, not quite 37. Not quite 37, but that's hot. It's hot. Yeah, 98 up in New Hampshire as well. Yep. 98 here in Boston. Heat dome. We got a heat dome right over us. Got a big heat dome up there. It's hot. It just zaps your energy, right? You go outside for a little bit and you're just like, ugh, this is like middle of July stuff and it's still mid-June. So some people call it climate change. I just call it just hot. Hot. So I have a beverage. I hope you guys do too. Where else is everybody from? Let's see you. Put it in the chat because we do have Ryan in Texas. We do have family in Philadelphia, 92 degrees in Philly today. GR. Brooklyn. Yeah, it's probably warm in Brooklyn as well. Michael from over in Germany, good evening. Guten Tag. How are you? I'm well. Chicago and humid in Chicago. Yeah, it's really humid here too. Really humid here, James. Ugh. Another Texas for Proxy Demon and only 78. All the heat is up here. All the heat's up here right now. Mars in Virginia, of course. Welcome, Mars. How you doing? Any other on the roll call? Anybody else want to weigh in on where you are along with your temperature if you've got it? Grand Rapids, yes. Grand Rapids. Yeah, it's hotter over here. We got all the hot up here in the Northeast here for this one. Woo! Woo! From Holland. Where are we going? That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about where are we going? What is the next move? Because like I said in the intro, we got a lot of bears around. And I see it in the comments. Some worse than others. Houston, Texas, Joe. Yeah, you're usually really hot down there, but you're probably getting some of that rain maybe from that tropical storm. Huge buying opportunity, Fire Legend says. Let me bring that one up here. I can't believe my eyes. Huge buying opportunity. I know, you could have gotten Doge back here in the 11s. Right in my purple box there. We're going to talk about the purple box, but yes, we were in the 11s yesterday in the purple box. So, yeah, raining down there in Texas. Leo from Denver, Colorado, a beautiful I would love 71 degrees. See, usually how it works in Boston is either 60 or 90. We don't get a lot of those beautiful, like 75-degree days. It's either cold or hot. I wish we had some of those. Denver, I told you last week I was done buying Doge, so I bought much more yesterday. Swear, last time. Damien, oh, from the UK. Sun just going down. Well, good evening. Good evening, Damien. Welcome. Let me drop down here in the corner. And this is what we're going to talk about here. We're going to talk about this move of Doge right now that is choppiness again, up and down. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin, ETH, which I'm just surprised based on the news that Ethereum hasn't had a bigger pop. I would have expected that, but we got that. And yeah, more liquidations going on as always. Not as bad as what we had on Monday and Tuesday. I'll show you that as well because the liquidations still go on. There are some coins that are moving more than others. We've got the AI coins moving and a few others. We'll look at those as well. We start with the crypto bubbles. So here's Fetch and Singularity, two big ones moving up over 20% today. Hit the like. Yes, Joe. Thanks you. In Connecticut, it's 90. Yeah, 98 in Boston. In Boston, 98. Usually we have a breeze off the water and keeps the temperature a little cooler. Not today. Just the heat is just stuck here, and I'm like, oh, dying. So cheers, everybody. Then we have this Brett going back up 18. This one is more volatile than just about everything else. We have this new one, ZK. I don't know if you guys are into ZK Sync. I wouldn't touch this right now. So many airdrops, brand new coin, so many airdrops, and so much supply still to be unlocked. So be careful with this new one, ZK. Just appeared in the top 100. Pepe, I bought some Pepe. When Bull Run comes on, we'll talk about Pepe. But yes, I finally made the plunge and I bought some Pepe tokens. So the things I bought were Pepe. I bought Sui, and Sui's up. And then we also talked about that Velodrome, which is still back in the 400s or 300s. Where is Velo? I don't see it there. It might have moved up into the 300s. Wow, Wolf, look at that. There's a big mover. Look at that one. Of course, the MAGA ones. I don't know about those. But hey, if you get them at the right time, you never know. Other big ones, DGen, NPC, Andy is moving up again. A lot of big movers today. A lot of big, we got Turbo moving up. Yeah, all of those, all the memes. A lot of memes starting to move, so. A stock today, Nigel? There's no stock market trading today, so stock market was closed. But let me know what you're interested in. And yeah, Chris Bob Pepe, right? It was peer pressure from Bull Run, total peer pressure. But I said if Pepe moved down into the 10s, I would buy some. So I did. If Bull Run comes on, we'll talk about Pepe. So that's what's going on in the market. It's just, it's green because we had it's a big dump on Monday into Tuesday. So, so just about everything is up a little. Jasmine's still taking a little breather, still a little bit in the red. So, I don't know if I want to look at the Trump related stuff here, Nigel. No offense, but I don't think I want to look at the Trump stuff. So here's the for today. And thank you to Crypto Jack for the graphic. The price of Doge is at a crucial point. It needs to close the weekly candle above 13 cents to remain bullish and break the triangle formation to the upside. So this is a move we would typically see, and that's what we will be watching. If we indeed have a move up, come back and retest, and then move up higher. This would be a pretty solid move, but we have a lot of bears in the house. So instead of the blue, we got a lot thinking that the orange is going to happen. So, so which are you? Well, why is crypto going down? Well, this is the daily flows of the spot ETFs. And we have had, not including today, because today's market is closed, but Thursday and Friday of last week and Monday of Tuesday of this week, we had negative. So everyone who thought that these Bitcoin spot ETFs were going to be the greatest thing for crypto, there's a lot of selling going on the past 4 days, a lot of selling. And so, over 20 billion, is that right? Oh, this is inverted. Here we go. Let's come over to this side. Yeah, like $200 million a day of outflows for Bitcoin spot ETF. So why are these people selling the ETFs? I don't get it. I mean, all the charts look like we're in a bull market and things are going to move up, and we got all this selling. So maybe it's just a lot of inexperienced traders buying these ETFs, or maybe it's institutions that they bought in back here, are just taking some profits here now and just seeing what happens. So there might be some of that too. And some of you are just like fear and greed index. Nah, dead, negative. It's like, and thanks to Thomas for the graphic here. It's just like, yeah. So not only on the Dogecoin side, but on the Bitcoin too, there are bears. We got bears in the house. So there's a lot of that kind of thought going on, thinking that the whole market is going to go lower. We did talk before about like sell in May, go away, right? Take the summer off, come back in September. But then some just say, look, it's just time to buy. So let's buy now. Buy, buy, buy. Dogecoin price plunges to a 3-month low amid $60 million in liquidation. So this was the story of yesterday. We saw these huge liquidations of leveraged long traders in Dogecoin who were believing that Dogecoin was immediately going to go up. And so they placed these leveraged trades, and instead Dogecoin went down and flushed out those leveraged longs. Yeah, so what do we say about trading leverage? Like, don't. And that is financial advice. I'm not supposed to give financial advice, but God, come on. That's what a lot of this downflow has been. It's been the Bitcoin ETF selling off, and then the leverage, flushing out the leverage traders. And not only on Doge, but we've seen it in Bitcoin, we've seen it in ETH. So there's a lot of that. And then we have even more ETH being flushed out because of people betting on this SEC deciding not to go through with a lawsuit against Consensus and the ETH Foundation. So that's huge. And I just would have expected Ethereum to just pop. They got this kind of little move up here, and then it's just been sideways since then. And it just hasn't continued. And I thought that would have been a big thing. And it's just not. That just tells you that the market, it's just the middle of June. We got this heat dome, right? We got this heat dome here. It's hot. And we're just not going to see this big run in the market right now. Everybody's hot. Everybody's hot. Yes, Damien, as well. The risk off, the Fed kind of being wishy-washy about rate cuts. Of course, if we had listened back in March, when the first kind of hawkish statements were made about rate cuts not happening, we should have just sold all of our crypto back then when everybody was up. Doge was at 22 cents, and we were like, woohoo, should have sold it all. And then buy back now. But you can't do shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Can't do that. Although I did hear from some who actually did take some off the table then, but I wasn't. I am all for long-term capital gains, not taking short-term profits. And I just continue to accumulate crypto because I'm still a believer in the longer term. There are some of you who are misinterpreting my videos. Like this morning when I say, bullish, I'm like, I'm bullish, but like not like short term. And I mean, you guys are here in the live stream and you hear me talk about it more, and how, again, I've said like the summer is going to be slow and that the fall is when things are going to take off. And I've said that again and again and again and again. And I make a video like I did this morning, which is just, I'm bullish long term. I mean, the guys, they don't watch the video, right? They see the thumbnail, they maybe listen for the first 30 seconds, and then they stop and they post a comment. And it's just like, ugh. But that's YouTube. I get it. I get it. I can live with it. Hey, if you don't want to make money, go ahead. If you don't want to make money, just whatever. But me, I want to make money. It's just not going to be today. So it's just not going to be today. But I'm bullish for the fall. Big time bullish for the fall. We just have to get there, I know. So we sit in the heat dome, drink a beverage, relax. Everything's going to be okay. We're all going to make it, except for the bears. So what's going on now? SHIB and Doge, are they more bullish than Bitcoin? Are SHIB and Doge more bullish than Bitcoin? I know, I love the comments. More comments, the better. Gets my videos out there, right? So yeah, comment away. Even if it's bearish. Even if it's bearish. The cryptocurrency market saw a slight recovery following the recent bloodbath. Bloodbath? Yeah, that's debatable, but drop in the market, yes. Several assets getting back on track. Large cap memes like SHIB and Doge have been leading the recovery. On the meme side, SHIB and Doge. Well, it was until Brett just took off today. But we did see SHIB up about 3.5%. Doge was up about 2% before this little pullback here that we got going on right now. But we talked about in the video this morning, if you guys saw the sentiment review, looking at Dogecoin as well as SHIB and Cardano versus Bitcoin, and that this MVRV is looking like these cryptos are really undervalued right now. So far lower than what their real value should be. All of the indicators are saying these prices should be higher. So we have this negative sentiment. Oh, sure, Pricks, I just said it 2 minutes ago. You must have just got on. I'll say it again, though. I'll say it again in a minute. So what's going on? SHIB is a minus 19%. Doge is minus 16.7%. Below their real value. And it's just like all the metrics are pointing to these cryptos should be higher. So here's a kind of interesting bit of news. Sandbox. Yes, Sandbox is back. Did you guys know Sandbox is back? Any of you guys own Sandbox? Sandbox now holds Pepe, SHIB, Bonk, Degen, and Dogecoin. Yes, Dogecoin. Dogecoin is in the Sandbox now. I don't know. Do people actually use those tokens within the Sandbox environment? I don't know how it works. I don't own any Sandbox. I've never interacted with Sandbox, so I don't know what that means. But if somebody could tell me what this means, because What does it mean by having these meme coins within Sandbox? I don't know. Is this a big deal, or is it just like ho-hum? I don't know what the news is on this, but it seems pretty cool. It seems pretty cool. Over the past few days, SHIB and Doge both had a run of bad luck. SHIB suffered the most, falling about 15% in the previous week. The above news, though, along with current market conditions, may push the price of the meme coins up in the coming days. That's talking about SHIB and Doge. So we already have Pepe moving. We already saw Brett moving. What'll happen with SHIB and Doge? And will Bonk and Floki follow? The narrative for the first 6 months of 2024 has been about the memes, both positive and negative. When we get to story time, again, just a little something else as a reminder in story time. So I'm going to run a poll. Start a poll. You guys will like this one. Should, right? Should. All right, we have a little poll going here. There we go. No offense, the one who calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto, but you're here on my channel, and so should you change your YouTube name? Because having the name Satoshi Nakamoto in the chat, it just kind of bothers me. So I want to see what everybody else thinks here, because that kind of bothers me. That kind of bothers me. We'll get back to the news in a minute. Well, Ryan, that's the thing, right? Could this guy really be the real Satoshi Nakamoto that's been hanging out with us in the Dogecoin live stream? This is like the most important thing right now in cryptocurrency. In all of crypto, this is the most important thing right here. You don't use it, you hold it until it gets price you want, and then you dump it the next bag holder. That's crypto for you. Nothing personal here against the guy who calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto. Right, exactly. The real Nakamoto would love Dogecoin, Jason. Absolutely would love it. If you were the real Satoshi, you wouldn't be talking about dumping and bag holders. That would not be the language you would use if you were the real Satoshi. So, you've got a Nigerian prince emailing you, Keck. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Yeah, we'll talk about XRP in a little bit, Low Roller. But this is important. This is important. No offense, one who calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto, but it just, out of all the names, right, of everything you could call yourself, why that? You could come up with so many other better names. And the yeses still are 62%. So Dogecoin tried to turn back around, but is not having it. Bitcoin is still under $65,000 for a Bitcoin. NBA coaching is the best gig in the world, low roller. You get fired and you still get paid millions of dollars. I know. ETH just going sideways. This is boring. Algorand started to make a move, but it's just slowed down. Like all of it, all the momentum is just, Somebody asked about Jasmy. So on Jasmy, we had a decline into my purple box. So this purple box on Jasmy, again, is looking back. Again, the high we had on the 26th of May, touching 2.85 cents, right around there. And then we had a resistance right here at 3.14 before Jasmy moved back up. So I made the purple box and said, Jasmy is going to get back into this level and most likely would not fall any further. Wouldn't fall any further. And so far, Jasmy is holding true to that, still trading within the purple box. But again, this is all about liquidity, which I talk about a lot in the purple box. Doge's purple box. Yeah, we did barely get into it here yesterday, right below 12 cents, and then traded back out. So we could see another dip further into this purple box, which could come down to 11 cents. So we will be watching that. A lot of liquidity in there. Yeah, the spell token's not doing well. That's why I bought SUI and not more spell, because SUI is much more positive. I got SUI at a good time. And that Velodrome token, still up on that. And the Pepe that I just bought, I am up on that. So those were my purchases this week with my June money. Still uncertain about Doge. Uncertain about Doge. And I've got a big bag of Doge already. But I was getting into some other things, the Velodrome and the Pepe that I didn't own before. And SUI, I needed to average down. Average down. Yeah, it's pretty close here. So Satoshi Nakamoto is probably creating other YouTube accounts and voting no to game the system. Yes, Bull Run is happy. I bought some Pepe. Bull Run is traveling right now. So may be able to make it or not. We'll see. Yes, Denise. We'll talk about the AI, the AI coin, Singularity and Fetch, both moving up. Yeah, and when are we going to get Vitalik? I know. Satoshi is still trying to create new accounts to vote no. You can see because there's nothing else in the chat from him. He left. He left the chat. I know. I told Bull Run, take some profits. I said, take a little profit here. Totally overbought. Didn't. 98 in Boston. Hear him. 98 it got up to here. Right now it says, what does it say right now? Right now it says 97. Ah. Heat dome. We got this heat dome. DM sold your spell for Jasmy. That's probably a good move. That's probably a good move. Taking that spell profit and getting Jasmine on this dip. Probably a good move. I'm still waiting for spell to turn back around. Again, long-term gains, that's what I'm looking for. Long-term gains. Vitalik is in prison with CZ. Jason reminds everyone to hit the like button. Don't have anywhere near as many likes as we should have, as well as subscriptions. Subscribe. Yeah, the only thing going against Spell Token is it's sort of limited use case with Abracadabra, or Jasmine just could be huge. Absolutely huge. With their locker storage system, and I mean, that could be huge. So, Edmund, how are you? 007. Everybody's got great names. Well, cheers to you and your martini. I'm just drinking a beer. But I'm trying to stay hydrated because it's so hot here in Boston. So hot. Thank you. You got some Jasmine at 2.99. Nice, Adam. Isn't it great when those limit orders hit? Isn't that great? It just dipped right down and grabbed it right there. This is a 4-hour chart. Let me zoom in on the 1 hour here. You can see it right there at about 10 o'clock this morning. Yeah, for anyone who was looking to buy sub 3-cent Jasmine and had limit order set at $2.99, like our friend Adam had, you hit. So that was me with Pepe yesterday. Although I was battling this, oh, it's not on that one. It's on this one here. I was battling this stupid crypto.com app, which is just horrible. The price was actually down at about 10.4. And it filled my order at 10.9. That's right. The price was 10.4 and it filled at 10.9. Stupid. But I can't buy Pepe on Coinbase and I can't buy Pepe on Robinhood. So the only other exchange that I have any account with is crypto.com. So I bought Pepe there. I'm up on the Pepe because Mount Pepe is 11.5 and I bought it 10.96 or so right there. That was the price I ended up, even though it was down here. So I missed out on a little Pepe. I could have had more. But I'm in the game now, ready for the ETH, the whole ETH ecosystem to run. With the news that the lawsuit, there's not going to be no lawsuit for the SEC against ETH or consensus. ETH spot ETFs coming up. Altcoin season is going to be a big run on ETH. And then I think Pepe and Sheeb are going to be big winners this fall. So I now own Pepe. Again, I put my money where my mouth is, right? If I'm saying something's going to be good, I buy it. I buy it. So I bought Pepe. Yep, I got some Pepe. Bull Run is very happy for me. It's all in the comments. Base chain. I don't know. You know, it's a Coinbase thing. There's no token. People building on Base. That's for that whole Coinbase. I mean, who's going to build on Base? I don't understand. There's so many better choices to build on. It's like also who's going to build on Sheeb, right? Who's going to build on Shibarium? So that's the limitation that I think about anything built on Base. It's just that there's just not a lot of activity there. Right? There's some memes. There's a few new projects, but they're just getting no big momentum. So I don't know. Coinbase overall, big company, leader in crypto. There'll probably be some good things built on Base, but it's still early. Doge Elon Mars, I haven't heard about that. I have not heard about Elon at all. What is happening with that? Not much. Low volume. Again, we had the run end of February into March, like everything else, and it's just sold almost all the way back down where it was in February. That's what happened to Doge Elon Mars. It's back where it was in February. For Doge, that would mean Doge would be at 8 cents if Doge sold off like Elon Mars did. And Doge didn't. So that's not great. So, hey, if you want to scoop up some Elon tokens down here for the next run up and then just sell it for profit, see if you can get a short profit thing. Maybe. Haven't heard about Floki in a while. Let's see what Floki looks like. I think Floki's chart looks much better than Doge Elon Mars's chart. Yeah, see, Floki's way up here. Floki didn't go anywhere near down at its price back in February. So much better chart. I mean, yeah, the past week, there's been a big sell-off, but there's been a big sell-off in all cryptos the past week. But it didn't sell off all the way back down to its February lows. I know. And so of course, Brett is trading very well. And you also have these, a bunch of meme tokens all being built on Solana. But do you really want a blockchain just for memes? I don't know. So Solana is getting a lot of crap in the market right now because of everyone posting like the volume of usage on Solana, and it's just all the stupid memes. It's all the stupid memes. And that's not a good look for something that's supposed to be like change the world kind of blockchain thing. And it's all memes. But memes have been the narrative this year. So we have that. The other narrative is AI. So Fetch moving back up. They're about to do this whole merge with Ocean and whatever the third is. That's coming up. So I think this is in preparation for that. I already took my profits on Fetch. I had bought down here at 36 cents and had sold, I don't remember where, somewhere up here. So I don't own any Fetch anymore. I got out of it. So there's that. And Doge, we're just waiting to see what happens here. Again, Doge broke below the purple triangle. And so I was looking at this red triangle and Doge broke below that. So that's a lot of negativity in the market. Again, a lot of it was these Bitcoin spot ETFs selling, sell pressure there. And then we had the liquidations of all the leverage trading led to this. So this is where we are right now, trying to get back up to 12.5 cents and having a tough time doing that right now for Doge. All right, next story, Dogecoin poised for major bounce, says Arthur Hayes, BitMEX co-founder. He is optimistic about Dogecoin. We talked about him last week. He had an interview with Raul Paul with Jessica and Coin Bureau. And Arthur says, I'm loving this choppy sideways to down shitcoin price action. I'm adding to my bags of Pendle and Doge. So Arthur Hayes is buying Dogecoin. It's buying Dogecoin. So that's cool. The OG meme coin is at a critical juncture, poised at the bottom of its current range, with many analysts believing the bull market is far from over. And I am one of those analysts. In fact, I'm a renowned analyst who says the bull market is far from over. So I'm not selling. Wait, I'm selling all Doge and donating to the Kriss portfolio. We still have 75,000 Dogecoin in the Kriss portfolio that is at a 99% profit still, despite the pullback. We're still double our buy-in price. So for those that say Dogecoin is dead, nope, still in the green, sitting pretty good. And Dogecoin is still the 8th largest cryptocurrency in market cap, $17.8 billion in market cap for Dogecoin. So for those that say Doge is dead, I'm like, no. You don't have to call me that. The one who calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto. Young at heart, into crypto. How many guys my age are into crypto? So, please, exactly. Yeah, Pepe's had a great run, and I'm now on the Pepe train. I got a little Pepe. Obviously, nowhere near as much a Dogecoin I have. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, so what's up with XRP? So XRP is actually showing a little so-called strength, but this was based on a little bit of the bump in the news that the SEC is not going to file a lawsuit against Consensus and the Ethereum Foundation. So that means most likely they could end up settling or vacating their lawsuit against Ripple and XRP. That is what is happening with XRP. I think Low Roller was asking that earlier. So yeah, let's go to Pepe and I'll answer your question there. So this is where I bought Pepe. That green dot there. Actually, I bought it lower, but it didn't give me the price I wanted. The Low Roller asks, Crow Exchange, did you get diamond rewards? Yes, I got diamond rewards. I got 50 diamonds. Is that right? Yeah. Was it 50? because I got some boxes out of that. It was either 50 or 150, I don't remember. But yes, I got diamonds. And I got 2 silver boxes and 1 bronze box. Still waiting for that platinum box. The big platinum box. Haven't got it yet. But out of those 3 rewards boxes, that added another, I don't know, 12 crow tokens or something. So I just put them in my stash. And then when the crow that I have staked comes due, I will restake and we'll add these to it. So I did not buy any more crow. I bought Pepe with the money I had on there. I had bought some crow, and I've continued to accumulate crow through the rewards and keep adding a little bit and a little bit and a little bit to my stash. I want to get that platinum box though. Bronze and silver. Not good enough. But yes, for those asking, I bought some Pepe here Monday night. And I am now in profit on the Pepe I just bought. And I think Pepe is going to go on a nice run this fall, along with SHIB, along with ETH. And most likely the rest of the crypto market is all going to go up this fall. That is my outlook. For those saying that to do the opposite of what I do, okay, enjoy being poor. That's all I say to that. Enjoy being poor. I am building wealth. And 6 months from now, we're going to be sitting in a really good position. I believe that's my outlook. For those who just see short-term trading, I'm in it for the long term. I say I'm bullish on Doge. It's not for today. It's not for tomorrow. It's for the rest of this bull market cycle, which we can look at bags and we can say, okay, bags, here we go. This is the cycle for Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin has done very well this cycle. You could have bought Bitcoin at 16, 17K down here at the end of 2022. But Bitcoin goes on a run and then it has a big sell-off and people say it's over. Bitcoin goes on a run, then it has a big sell-off and people say it's over. Bitcoin goes on a run and it has a sell-off and people say it's over. And now where are we? Bitcoin has a run. We've got this inverse head and shoulders pattern that seems to be being created here. We're in the bottom of the right shoulder. People are saying it's over. And we're June of 2024. On Monday, we talked about the 4-year cycles. And we're not even to 2025 yet, which according to the 4-year cycles, that's when the all-time high for the cycle is going to be hit. And people saying it's over. So, Max is being funny. Bitcoin, it's over, guys. No, it's not. We're just getting going. We're just getting going. It's over when you change your name. When you do change your name, just let us know that you used to be the one who called himself Satoshi Nakamoto on the Kriss Pax live stream. Then we'll know who you are. Otherwise, we won't know who you are. Dogecoin on chain, it looks like now more recently we have a change in the The whale wallets, the percentage of the supply held by those owning big amounts of Doge has actually gone down now. And the smaller to mid-size investors now holds a larger share of the total supply of Dogecoin. So we've got retail now buying a bunch of Dogecoin is what's happening now. We got retail buying Dogecoin on the dips. So the percentage of the overall Dogecoin supply that's being held by the whales, by the big wallets, is going down. That doesn't mean they're selling. It just means the percentage of the overall supply is less because we have a lot more small wallets buying Dogecoin. That is what's happening. Interesting. So the narrative does now seem to be Dogecoin that the retail traders are prepping for the big move, a big move in Doge. Nobody knows when it's going to happen. So you accumulate Doge and you be patient and wait and don't play games. If you do some stupid swing trade, you'll be in the middle of the trade. You won't have all your Doge and the price of Doge will take off. And then you're FOMO buying in as Doge is rocketing up. That could happen. So be careful. Be careful. So we have that for Doge. But again, Pepe is outpacing Doge and SHIB. And what are the reasons for that? And I just went over that. It's more related to ETH and a little bit of negative sentiment out there for Doge and SHIB as last cycle's memes, and that people want to put their money into this cycle's memes, which are Bonk, Pepe, and a bunch of these other younger ones. They're chasing the meme game. So what I say to that is, that's good. Like I bought Pepe, right? Already a top 100 coin. I'm not buying the new memes. I'm not buying any of those. We talked about that last week, right? That's the needle in the haystack kind of thing. You don't know. Unless you know a developer and they tell you what they're doing and you're in on the game before it starts, most likely you're going to lose. So that leads us to story time. Story time for today. And I have a sore throat. Story time. Been observing the whole meme coin buzz for a while. Followed top accounts, joined premium Telegram groups for the best calls. Started with $3,000. Currently have about $90 left. So what does that tell you? Crypto Chase says, let it be known any Telegram shilling shitcoins is buying them before they post, and then they're dumping on you. They might keep 20% in case it actually runs, but the rest of it, they're dumping on you. They're taking profits. As Low Roller says, new meme coins is like the prospect of a baseball, NBA, NFL rookie card, right? One of them might get lucky and make you a lot of money. But more often than not, you're going to lose. And we've seen that again and again and again. Thank you, Weiju. It's just hot. I don't know if I'm going to brew any tea. It's hot here in Boston. And where are you? Did you tell us where you are, Weiju? I don't remember that. If you told us. And then and Bandit XBT says, hey, look, $90 is enough to make it all back in one trade. Don't count yourself out, bro. It's just like, what? Literally gambling. 98% of the gullible crypto bros. So, we're in a bull market. You should be up. We're up on our Kriss Pax portfolio, up 126% from last summer. And then we were talking about Dogecoin earlier. And for Dogecoin, the only time you would be, I can go to the weekly for this, the only time you would actually be in the red on Dogecoin is if you bought here between, let's say, March and May here in 2024, you would be down, or you bought between April 2021 and November, or maybe into December, beginning of January 2022. The rest of the time, all of this, any of this Dogecoin you bought here from early 2022 all the way to February of 2024, as well as anything before April of 2021, you would be in profit. So you're only negative Dogecoin if you just started buying here March and April of 2024, or you bought back here between April and December of 2021. Every other Dogecoin that you bought is in the green at 12 cents. Dogecoin runs and it retraces. We saw this, right? This is what we got. Not great. I know, but that's how Dogecoin works. I still believe Dogecoin is going to go on a much bigger run this fall, this cycle, which is why I'm still holding. I know, imagine if you bought like 60, 70 cent Dogecoin back in 2021. Ouch. Some people did it. I remember someone on one of my live streams said, yeah, they bought it 70 cents. Day before Saturday Night Live. They bought it 70 cents thinking it'd go to $1, just like we were all thinking it was going to go to $1 back in 2021. We will not be playing that game this bull cycle. I won't be. Some of you will. I've already heard it. Some are holding for $1, but I'm not. You can chase the new Pepe coin, meme coin, make it the news. I mean, usually it's a buy the rumor, sell the news thing, right? If you're going to get listed on Coinbase and Binance, you already need to be in it before that happens. There's usually a sell-off, but then longer term, it could still turn around and go much higher. And we saw that with Pepe. And Pepe has just done great this year. Who knew? Who knew? I know I saw that Dogecoin $24. It's ridiculous. But hey, people are going to believe what they believe. Military Jock says, hey, don't underestimate the power of Doge. Do only good every day. You saw a black Cybertruck today driving at me on a two-way road. Yeah, I saw one parked the other day when we were out. Base model, not a black one. It's a little smaller than in person than I thought it would be. I mean, all of the reviews I've seen, the videos, the pictures, makes it seem, in my mind, bigger than it actually is. I don't know. I just pictured it being a little bigger. I don't know. That was me, though. I'm not getting a Cybertruck. I'll get an X Plaid if I'm in the market for an electric car, but not right now. Not right now. Dot, I don't follow Polkadot. ADA, we talked about Monday, and it was again this morning, touched on it as well in my video this morning. Cardano's just a laggard, you know? Last fall when Solana was going crazy, you know, we typically see Solana make a run and then Cardano follow. And Cardano just hasn't done that much. Everyone's kind of waiting to see what happens with this new sort of fork that's coming up and whether that's going to spur anything new. It just seems like it's all in still this trial mode, and it's like nobody's building stuff here. So it goes on a run and it sells off. I mean, we'd see that with Doge as well, but it's not great. Not a great chart. It had a golden cross back here on November 18th. This was the golden cross there for Cardano. The price at that time was 37.38 cents. I bought my Cardano at 24 cents, so I do own some. I'm still up on it, but looks like Cardano hit 75 cents here mid-March and now has lost half its value down to 38 cents. That's a pretty big sell-off. But then again, Doge went from 22 to 12, just about half. So we see a lot of that, but not Bitcoin. Bitcoin has not had the sell-off that most other alts have had. So the Bitcoin dominance has stayed pretty well. But that's because Bitcoin is just trading sideways for over 100 days now and hasn't had the big sell-off that we've seen in Cardano, that we've seen in Doge, and so many others. I mean, even Solana, somewhat from $200 down to $130. That's a bit of a sell-off. Again, not as great as we've seen in a lot of other altcoins. So, but that's the overall sentiment is still Bitcoin is still dominant, and a lot of people are waiting on alt season to hit, and it's just not starting yet. Will Ethereum be the one? Will Ethereum be the one that really takes off and leads us into alt season? A lot of people watching for that on ETH. ETH hasn't sold off much since its high back here at $4,000 back here middle of March. But the lower market cap alts have really got hit hard. We'll see. We'll see. Kriss is going to hold past $1 by default. X payment adoption. I'm not going to hold all of it to $1. I'm going to take some profit. I'm going to take some profit. Still don't know exactly what values yet. We have to see how the rest of this bull market plays out before I start picking numbers. I mean, you've already seen one that I've talked about, this 35-cent line that I've had. But we'll see. We'll see. What's up with Algorand? Hayden asks. Algorand is getting out there with marketing. They have been spending money on more marketing. Still a great blockchain, great project, just not a lot of use. Very disappointing, just not a lot of use. So, I mean, there's a lot of competition out there, yes, but they're going to hit it big with something at some point in time. It's still a great project. So we wait. I do good every day. That's the Doge motto. Do only good every day. You live on the mountain, Doge spikes hard, you're getting a Cybertruck. Yeah, Cybertruck not for me. Should the Lakers hire Monty? Monty is making how many millions of dollars over the next 2 years with the Pistons? Detroit's still paying him. So are the Lakers still paying their last coach? Probably. So yeah, they should hire Monty then. Get a free coach because they're already paying a different guy. JJ Redick's a jerk. I hate him. Not a fan. He did not do well here in Boston. He was on a couple of interviews or talk shows, right? Just talking about basketball. And he just came off as this self-conceited jerk. He really did. It was just, no, City of Boston does not like JJ Redick. X payments could bring $1 in play. Going to be interesting to see what happens. It's going to take a while, though. People need to have patience. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be later on down the road. Bitcoin back to all-time highs first, then altcoin season. So if Bitcoin hits 73K, then it's off to the races for alts. We can see that. I know, $65 million. Just, I mean, your team isn't going anywhere for the next couple of years anyway. You're still building. So why not just keep the coach? You're paying him so much money. Hey, Nate, how are you? Yes, I remember the drones forming the Doge dog. That was a couple of years ago. That was very cool. Elon just gives these little hints that he hasn't forgotten about Doge again and again and again. I do believe he's going to use Dogecoin somehow with X. It may not be the full integrated thing like people want, but I think he's going to do something. And that hype alone could be enough to propel Dogecoin upwards in price. Bull Run's traveling for work. Tries to join us at stops. But yeah, traveling for work. Charles Barkley is going to do one more year on the desk at TNT, and then he's done, retiring. Yep. Bullish news usually signals a top. If X actually went live with Doge payments or Doge gets an ETF, the top is likely in or really close. Well, Brandon, that would be the case, except we've got these things called the 4-year cycles. And the narrative is still the 4-year cycle. And that the all-time high in crypto and Bitcoin is not reached until the year after the halving. Halving year 2012, Bitcoin hits all-time high in 2013. Halving year 2016, Bitcoin hits all-time high 2017. Halving year 2020, Bitcoin hits all-time high 2021. Now we're in 2024, which is a halving year. So that means if the 4-year cycles follow, Bitcoin will not hit its all-time high until 2025. So we're not at the top. We're not at the top. Again, this is the narrative I believe in. If you believe something different and you believe we've hit the top, that's your belief. But I'm still trading, holding based on this. I'm not selling before this plays out. Let's see where we are this fall. Let's see where we are come Christmas time and going into early 2025 before I start making any decisions about tops or it's over. Again, Mag says it's over this cycle. We've already had now 4 moments of it's over for Bitcoin running, and no, this is a pullback. It's not over. We do have these Bitcoin spot ETF outflows over the past 4 days, negative $200 million a day, right around, for 4 days straight of people selling their Bitcoin ETFs. Why? I don't know. Maybe they're fearful, prices going down. Maybe they bought when the price was up high and they're selling and taking profits. Inexperienced traders, could be some of that. But do you know what that means? That just means the next move up is going to be that much better. It's just going to be that much better. So if you're a bull, or if you're a bear, I mean, and you think that the fear and greed were dead and it's over, then you've already sold and you're out of crypto. But if you're holding crypto, then you believe prices going higher. I'm bullish. I said it in my video this morning. I'm bullish on Dogecoin, just not today. Just not today. Somebody's already said in the comments, well, it's going down. Dude, did you watch the video? Did you look at my outlook? I didn't say Doge was going up today. Yes, Joshua, chop till September. How many times have I said that? At least through August. How many times have I said that for this summer? Chop, chop, chop. Every Monday we were talking chop, remember? Sell in May, go away. Buy back in September. That's the narrative. Usually applies more to stocks. But when you're 15 to 20% under your real value here, like we have, and the price isn't moving back up to that real value, that just shows you the buyers aren't here right now. They're at the beach or up in the mountains, their lake cabin, right? That's where they are. That's what happens in the summertime. So we wait. So we wait. I know. Who's going to hire a Detroit Pistons coach? Somebody might like him. Musk has obtained 28 licenses. Thank you, Chajanko. More than halfway. If he keeps up this pace, might be by the end of 2024. He said it would be by the summer of 2024. He just got 2 more this week, so he's at 28. Long ways to go. So yeah, that is disappointing. But Elon's always bad on his schedules, especially when things are out of his control. I agree, which aligns with Doge likely not getting ETF or X payments until next year. That may be the narrative. And those who have a lot of Doge are going to have to show some patience and wait until that time comes. Right, so Bitcoin hit an all-time high, but not the all-time high yet for this cycle, I believe. The cycle's all-time high for Bitcoin will come in 2025 if you're a believer in the 4-year cycles. So Bitcoin is still going higher. The one who calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto says there is no top if you're holding BTC. The target is 500,000 in the next 4 years. Somebody says 1 million in 6 years. But I still believe that 2026, we're going to see a dip, just like we did in 2022. There will be a bear market that just follows the liquidity cycles. And I'm not holding all my crypto through 2026. I will keep some Bitcoin and I will keep some Dogecoin just in case. But everything else, I will be selling in 2025. You don't need to watch George. Just listen to me. You don't have to go to Cryptos R Us. I got all the info right here. Same thing. This is Digital Asset News. This is Rob's chart that I stole. Thank you, Rob. But yeah, I mean, it's very clear. The chart is very clear what's happening. So we wait. People's expectations are just that we should already be at all-time highs for Doge. And it's just like, I never said that. Doge will run when there is a catalyst for Doge to run. That's how it's done before. And it hasn't had that yet. So we wait and we be patient. I've been saying that for over a year. You can go back to my videos last fall, last summer. I was saying the same exact thing. Now we're double the price that we were, which is a good thing, but the overall market is up. But Doge runs when it has its own catalyst. It will not outperform Bitcoin until it goes on its own run based on its own news. Otherwise, it will continue to drain on the Doge Bitcoin trading pair. So, all-time high was an anomaly, right? People talk about this left translated cycle. But now I'm hearing because we've had 100 days of chop, maybe it's becoming more a right-handed delayed cycle. And it's just like, guys, just follow the charts. It's not over. Sheeple, exactly. Dogecoin's top is not in yet. Did I create a Doge chart? No, I stole Rob's Bitcoin chart. Those charts are hard to make because it traded so low for so long. Hard to make Dogecoin chart. Yeah, and I also believe Ryan's right that a lot of people buying the Bitcoin ETFs don't really understand or know anything about these cycles. You're going to be at the beach next couple of weeks? Nice. Cheers. Have a good time. I was at the beach in April in Fort Lauderdale, which is a good time to get out of Boston. Now, usually the beach is cooler when it's hot in Boston, but not today unless you went down to like Cape Cod or out to like Nantucket, and I wasn't going there. Is Dogecoin going to reach $1 next June? If it gets X integration, you'll see Dogecoin at $1. If not, no. That's my story right now, is no. A Dogecoin ETF would not have the same impact as Elon using Doge on X. If Elon uses Doge on X, Dogecoin will be crazy. And X integration could just be the beginning. Absolutely. That would set off a lot of adoption for Dogecoin if that happens. That could be huge. We just have to wait. If your grandma's calling you to buy Bitcoin, then you know the top is in, right? Then the top is in. What about this Bitcoin? Yeah. I do not watch Modern Investor. So many crypto people. I don't watch him. I'm not much a believer in luck, but just so happened to wake up, checked Robinhood. Same time your bank deposit went through. 11.85. Nice. Yeah, it looks like the bottom was 11.8. Yesterday morning around 10 o'clock East Coast time. Or is that UTC time? That's UTC time. Because right now it's showing, what am I on here? No, this is on Eastern time, right? I'm on Eastern time. Yeah, so yeah, 10 o'clock in the morning. Could have been the bottom. I have half my Doge in Robinhood, half in your hardware ledger. What percent of all of my crypto? It's well over half between Ledger and Exodus. Now, I use the Exodus wallet. I use it like a hardware wallet. I have it on a separate laptop, my old laptop. I only access it there just for safety reasons, but I have my tokens on there that I do staking with because I don't want to do staking on Ledger Live just for security reasons. I'm just keeping my Ledger unplugged, not accessing Ledger Live, not having it running, only when I'm transferring crypto on or off the ledger. So Cardano, Algorand, VeChain are all on Exodus. They're not on my ledger because I do staking with those. And for security reasons, I just don't want to use Ledger Live for staking. This is hardware. This is safety. So that's how I do it. If anybody here is interested in Ledger, I do have a link below for Ledger. And the whole Ledger Live thing, again, I don't swap with it. I don't stake with it. I do not do that. In fact, I do not even have the Ledger Live app on my phone. I don't want it. I don't want it on my phone. Just if something happens, a SIM swap or something, I don't want Ledger Live on my phone. So instead, I just have the hardware, the Ledger Nano S Plus, which is this one right here, and I only access it when I'm transferring on or transferring off. That's it. The rest of the time, it's unplugged. And I don't have Ledger Live run. No. Safety. I don't know if Ledger has Pepe. I have Pepe on crypto.com, and it's just sitting on in the app on crypto.com. So anyway, if you guys are interested in Ledger, again, the Nano S Plus is all you need. You don't need the X. It's got Bluetooth. You don't need Bluetooth. The stacks, they're still taking pre-orders for it. I've heard that some are shipping from early pre-orders. It's expensive and you don't need it. Just, this is all you need. Safety, security, plug it in, do your business, unplug it, leave it alone. Security, hardware wallet. I have a link in the description below. If you want to try out Ledger, helps me out a little. Again, I only affiliate with things I use. I use Ledger, I use Robinhood, I use Coinbase, I use the CryptoTab browser, and I used to use the thing called unMineable, which was a mining software, and I still have that in the link in the description below. It just, I don't have a powerful enough computer to do mining, even for unMineable. And my electricity is so high here in Boston, it's not worth it for me to do any mining. So I don't do that. But I still have a link below because I still have an account on unMineable, and it's a pretty good little app, pretty good little program to use for mining cryptocurrencies. If you want to try it out, I have that link below as well. If integration happens, imagine the other tech giants trying to compete with that. And then the other thing is, yeah, how much integration is that going to include? And I tend to think now it's not going to be the full-blown integration of Doge on X. It's going to be some little thing, most likely enough to get people excited, but disappointing that it isn't the full boat. That's my guess. But we got a long ways to go. Still waiting to get back above 19 cents, Michael. McDonald's isn't going to be accepting Doge. I hope you're not waiting for that. But yes, waiting for Elon. Oh, Brandon, unfortunately an XRP guy for years. Finally capitulated, got into Doge, missed a ton of gains, hopefully still a year left. That's what I think. I still think we've got 8 months to a year, somewhere in there. I'm still holding on to like Algorand. That's my one that somewhere along the line, I'm probably going to capitulate on Algorand and give it up. It's been pretty weak. But it's still a good product. I don't know. But that's a hard call to make. It's a hard call to make. Elon eating that Happy Meal. The offer is still out there. McDonald's isn't going to do it. Do you believe institutional banks have the ability to undermine meme coins since they directly compete with fiat currency? No. Institutional banks don't care about meme coins. Not at all. Institutional banks just want to make money, and they're probably buying Bitcoin spot ETFs to make money. But they don't care about meme coins. I'm sure they're knocking on Elizabeth Warren's door so that Elizabeth Warren keeps on her anti-crypto crusade. The banks will play that game. You can buy Pepe coin in MetaMask or Jupiter, right? I already bought it in crypto.com. So I have it now. Oh, sorry, Mag. Other people are saying it's over. You haven't made much money yet? Waiting. Half my Doge on Ledger, half on the exchange. Don't want to leave all the crypto on the exchange, but in case there's a big price move, you have some on there if you want to take some profits. That seems fair. Yeah, I know that robbing in person thing, low roller, but that is such a low percentage play. Such a low percentage. I'm not worried about that. If somebody runs into me on the street and starts like, at a knife point or gun point, steal my phone, it's like, okay, fine. The chances of that happening, not worried about it. You can do mining in the winter to save your heating bills. There are still large electricity costs in the winter here too, unfortunately, compared to like Texas and New Mexico and other places. It's just not. The payback was like 3 years for me getting a rig to mine Dogecoin. It was like a 3-year payback, with like one of the top pools, because they give you you go to their website and then they ask you to put in your dollars per watt, whatever it is that you pay on average, and they give you what your payback is. And 3 year, I'm not mining Dogecoin for a 3-year payback on my mining rig. Not worth it for me. It's just too expensive here. What is the most bullish crypto you hold? It's Jasmy. Jasmy is my most bullish crypto that I hold. Fighting the purple box right now for Jasmy, but we go to the weekly chart and you're just like, wow, look at that. So this is where I bought back here, June of 2023, just about a year ago, at 0.0033. 0.0033. So first move up with everything else, end of February into March, but then this move was based on that Apple news. Big profit taking happening right down into the purple box that I had for Jasmy. And from here, it's just going to turn around and go up further, I believe. But this was a huge move, end of May into June. Giant move. I'm most bullish on Jasmy, even after already going up 10x. Yeah, I heard there was something going on with Kraken, and who was it that was doing these tests? they were testing Kraken, but yet they were then taking whatever they were getting off of Kraken and running it through Tornado Cash or something like that. I didn't understand at all what was going on. It just didn't seem, the news didn't all add up. And so I thought it was too early to really talk about it until the real news comes out. So I'm not going to talk about it. I think it's too early. Have to wait for the real news to come out on what's going on there. I thought Tornado Cash was banned, but people still use it with a VPN. So, and then again, if you just follow the wallets, right? You follow the crypto, blockchain, the transfers, you can see when it goes through Tornado Cash. And that's what people were following. So again, I don't know what that whole story was. I mean, we can go on to X. We can just go Kraken Tornado, and we'll get the story. Just testing some Tornado Cash deposits after testing the Kraken withdrawal feature. Oh, it was Certic. That's who it was. Certic was exploiting Kraken and putting the money in Tornado. That's what Icebergy said. Certic. Now, why would they do that? It's one thing, right, to test something out, but why would they put it in Tornado? So again, probably too early in the story to tell what's really going on there. But that's what I read. We wait. I invented a new company based off DoorDash, DogeDash. It'd be a small market right now, Matt. It depends on your usage, VGuard. It depends on your usage. All electric depends. I mean, right now in the middle of the summer with air conditioning on, the rates spike up. Sell Doge for Jasmy then. No, the one who calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto. The idea is that you have diversity in your portfolio. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. So you hold both Doge and Jasmy. They both go up. It's a win-win. If one of them goes up a lot and one only goes up a little, at least you're in the one that went up a lot. Will it be Doge? Will it be Jasmy? Will it be both? I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. So I own both, along with 25 other cryptocurrencies, because you don't know. If all you hold is Bitcoin and you're sitting here only holding Bitcoin, hey, you've done great since late 2022. But from here going forward, is Bitcoin going to outperform the alts? I don't know. Personally, I don't think so. Alt season will come. It has every cycle. It will again. When the craziness starts, we're just not there yet. Solar panels. The solar panels here in New England won't cover the electricity costs for mining cryptocurrency. So, yeah, that's just not going to happen. So, I've already given up on the whole mining thing. I tried it a couple of years ago, and it was just like when I looked into it and everything it was going to take, I was like, no, I will just continue to buy, to stake, to hold through this bull market, try and figure out when the top of the cycle is going to be, which I don't think has happened yet. Still a believer in the 4-year cycles that we're going at least into early 2025. but I may start taking some profits in late 2024, depending on the price action. And right, past markets have done this exact thing, as Darth Mike says. Bull market goes BTC, ETH, and then alts. And there are a lot of people thinking the ETH move is starting now. Yes, the ETH move is starting now. If we look at the Bitcoin ETH trading pair, which I have right here, it's going up. This is ETH versus BTC going up. I think this is just the beginning of ETH's turn, which I said earlier in the stream, and I also said in this morning's video. For those that don't know, I posted yesterday on X, the runway is clear for ETH. Let's go crypto. So there it is. I posted this last night. So let's go ETH, because I want alt season to be here. I want to make money. Let's go. Why hasn't there been an upgrade to the Doge ecosystem? There has. And there continues to be. If you go to foundation.dogecoin.com, which is the Dogecoin Foundation. So this is foundation.dogecoin.com. You can see what's called the trail map. And in the trail map, you can read about what is going on with development of Dogecoin. You can read about Leave Dogecoin. You can read about the Dogecoin GigaWallet. That's what's being worked on for increasing the opportunity for a full adoption of Dogecoin as a currency. That is what is being upgraded. So Dogecoin does get upgrades. And there's a blog as well. They don't post too often. The last one was 8 February, not including the blog about the passing of Kabasu, the dog behind the Doge meme. But you can read from February about Leave Dogecoin and the whole 2023 year in review, what's going on with Radio Doge as well, community and development initiatives, Dogecoin Foundation development portal, specific project updates. So it's all here in the Foundation website. Keep yourself up to date on the continuing development of Dogecoin. The devs volunteer their time to work on the Dogecoin core. There's a tip jar that you can add to. I still think you get it. You access it through Reddit or I think there's another way if you want to tip the Dogecoin devs, you can tip them Dogecoin. So that's out there. There is no Dogecoin company, right? It's not like Ripple that owns XRP, right? There's nobody owns Dogecoin. We all own Dogecoin, right? The most decentralized cryptocurrency that there is Dogecoin, more than any other cryptocurrency. For decentralization, it's Doge. You've got an ETH bag too, the one who calls himself Satoshi. I thought you only held Bitcoin. But you got an ETH bag loaded. Awesome. So you will enjoy the second phase of the bull market when we transition from Bitcoin running to ETH leading the run, to be followed by the rest of the alts. That's what a lot of us are waiting for. Bitcoin still under 65K, not doing much. Low volume today. ETH, again, outperforming Bitcoin here for the past few days, which I think might be the beginning of that transition that we have happening. And then it'll be Doge's turn, along with a lot of other cryptos. Not going to be today, guys, but it'll be here. Anybody have any questions for the Magic 8 Ball? Are we going to ask the Magic 8 Ball a question today? Did story time and I forgot the Magic 8 Ball. It's just been sitting here waiting. It's got a question for the Magic 8 Ball for today's stream. All right, first question is there. Is Dogecoin going to outperform Jasmy this cycle? Okay, do you mean from this point going forward? Because Jasmy is already up 10x. So Jasmy has a big head start for the cycle. How about from this point forward? Let's phrase it that way. Yeah. Okay, right. That's what I thought. Exactly. Because that would be tough for Dogecoin to win that against Jasmy. From this point forward, well, Jasmy's number like 53. But again, it's up to 53. Last I saw. It might be 55, somewhere in there. So, so the question is, from this point forward, Dogecoin at 12 cents, Jasmy is at 3 cents. On a percentage basis to the top of the bull market, will Dogecoin outperform Jasmy? Magic 8 Ball says, they keep landing on the side. Lands on its side. I can't see it. There it is. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. There it is. Magic 8 Ball says, without a doubt, Doge will outperform Jasmy from this point forward this cycle. Without a doubt. You've got Bitcoin, ETH, Doge, Jasmy, Uniswap, and ICP. I have Bitcoin, I have ETH, I have Doge, I have Jasmy. I do not have any UNI, and I do not have any ICP. But I've got SUI, Arbitrum, Optimism, Rose, Loopring, Aave, Graph. I got a bunch of others though. Yeah, will Elon become president of the United States? I do not have to ask the 8 Ball that question because he can't. Because he wasn't born here. It's one of those pesky little rules that we have. Got to be born in the United States in order to be president of the United States. Elon is from South Africa. He cannot be president of the United States. So I can answer that one. We don't need the Magic 8 Ball. It looks like the one who calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto is saved by 1 vote. I know Obama was president. Apparently he was born in Hawaii, and Hawaii is a state. So what about this poll? It's 50-50 now. 50-50. Should @Satoshi Nakamoto change his username? Yes or no? 50-50. Oh, one vote for yes. I could just end it right here. I could just end it right here. Anybody else voting? Oh, Mr. Bankston, how are you? Hey, Eric. Dogecoin's not hitting $1 tomorrow, no. Oh, Davey boy voted yes. You have a decent bag of ICP. Technology is interesting compared to other chains. Price has been slow. Yep. Now they think AI is going to handle all of their Web3 internet stuff. Sure, why not? Just throw it into AI. Whatever. I'm ending the poll. There it is. By one vote. No, I didn't vote. 99 votes. 50 said yes, 49 said no. Yeah, I don't want to get into politics, Matt, but whatever. Hey, Denise, but no, I did not vote. I left it up to you guys. Completed. So, the one who calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto, what are you going to do? I don't know. I just think you can come up with a better name. That's all. Nope, I don't have any Phantom. I'm already in like 26 different cryptos up. And I added Velodrome and Pepe this week. It's like, oh, I got enough. I'm good. Right, so pick a different name. And let us know when you do. All right, hey, Dogecoin's at 12.3 cents. How much to invest? That's up to you. IMSMM. That's up to you, depending on your own financial situation. I can't advise you. Crypto's fun, though. You just got to be able to take it. It's a roller coaster. So, but if you have faith in it, it could pay off very handsomely. And just don't do stupid things like chasing meme tokens and when they first launch, or trade with leverage. You want 50-cent Doge to retire? 50 cents. Yeah. See, I think, and I mapped this out like a month ago, that if Bitcoin went to 200,000, Dogecoin would most likely be around 35 cents. So for 35 cents, it was like, it's not 50, but it's 35. And that's without any other integration, big catalyst, big news. If it just follows. If it just follows Bitcoin. Rigged. It wasn't rigged. It's a yes or no question. 99 votes. I don't know. I just don't like the whole Satoshi name even as a fun username on YouTube. It's just like, really? I'll bet you can come up with something better. Maybe next time. We'll see what you got. We'll see what you got. It was a rigged election. Yeah. On YouTube. A poll. It was rigged. Is there a billionaire by crypto? I'll bet there is. You can't say Michael Saylor. Again, it's MicroStrategy, his company, that is buying all that Bitcoin and is up billions of dollars. So that's not MicroStrategy. I mean, that's not Michael Saylor as an individual. That's his company. That might be the closest. There could be somebody who's anonymous who bought crap ton of Bitcoin back in like 2010, 2011 for nothing and is now a billionaire and is just keeping it low. Change it to Satoshi Sakamoto. Right. I kind of like that. That's a good one, Jason. That's a good one. Micro Sailor. Yeah. But yeah, the MicroStrategy company is up like $3 billion on their Bitcoin right now. Not bad. Good call to invest in that. Good call. All right, that's it for today, guys. Doge just hanging out, waiting to do its thing. We'll be live again on Friday. Do the math, dude. Look up Dogecoin. How many Dogecoin are in circulation? And that'll tell you that 10,000 is impossible. You just have to do the math. All right, everybody. Hope everyone is well, staying cool if you're in the heat dome like I am. I'll be live again Friday evening, late afternoon. Join me then. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, and all of that. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.